Hello, Team Relentless. This is Kyra Harris, two-star director out of Houston, Texas, and I am excited to share this amazing training with you today. And this is basically how to book a vacation package. Simple, basic vacation package. And today's vendor I'm going to utilize is the portal for VAX, and we will select the vendor when we enter the website. But if you do not have access to VAX, you will need to send an email to customer service at intellitravel.com and request access to this portal, which is VAX, VAX Vacation Access. And once they give you your username, password information, you will then be able to sign in. But agency number on the left-hand side is always going to be our ARC number with IntelliTravel, but you do not have to put the dashes in, okay? It's going to accept it without the dashes. Your username is going to be your PIN number, so your PIN number will always be your username for this website. And your password is, of course, when you log in, you'll be prompted to change it. So whatever the password they provide you in your email to gain access, you will then log in so that you can be able to revise that password. So we're going to go ahead and click login. Now, VAX has a lot of different vendors that you can utilize. I love it. This is the perfect website for beginners. Why? Because it pretty much has everything that you need. You can build up a full, complete vacation package, and they have multiple vendors that they utilize. So United Vacations, Southwest Vacations, FunJet Vacations, we'll be able to view a list of all these different things. But as you can see, they're giving us some of the deals that they're offering right now. Los Cabos, earn lifetime commission. I will definitely be checking out that one. We also have just different promos that they're offering. And this is a very popular portal that most travel agents utilize. So we have the reservations tab, we have offers and incentives. I highly recommend you to come back and just hover over these different on the dashboard so that you can see everything that they do offer. Suppliers. So as you can see, Apple Vacations, Blue Sky Tours. Blue Sky focus primarily with Hawaii vacation packages. FunJet Vacations, Southwest Vacations, Travel Impressions, United Vacations, and Universal Park and Resort. Then they have hotel, resorts, air, and cruise. The destinations that they assist with. This is just some of them, not all of them. This is just some of them. Education training. So if you want to educate yourself, if you even want to see a tutorial on how to book a trip in VAX, by any means necessary, go on this website and check out their supplier training and education. They have so many available webinars for your use and a lot of extra little things that you'll learn how to navigate this website. And then the Compass, travel resources, some updates, general things that's going on in the industry. It's a great thing to turn to and be able to read up on. So what we're going to do right now is book a vacation package. So on the left hand side it says the vacation package search. So as you can see, all those different vendors I read are the same vendors that pre-populated. Right now I'm going to use FunJet Vacations because I love FunJet Vacations. And trust me, as you are going to start booking more and more, you will find those vendors that you just love and you'll utilize them more often. So, of course, the package type that we're seeking. As you can see, there's a list of a lot of different options you can seek. But right now, we're going to leave it plain and simple. We're going to pick a flight and hotel package. We're going to depart from, I'm going to choose Houston. And we're going to go to, let's go to Aruba because I just love Aruba. So we're going to go to Aruba. We're going to do one room. We're going to do 2 adults. And right now we're going to pick the dates. So I think April may be a good time to go. And I think I want to travel on Tuesday and I want to come back on a Friday. That is normally not my vacation days that I like to pick, but hey, I just want to see what we can do with that. If you want to add travel protection, go ahead and add that now. Or you can offer them our travel insurance with Travel Insured. So either way, you can do that. The promo codes, look, We receive emails, promo codes all the time. So I actually don't have one available right now, but normally I will put a promo code in, or sometimes FunJet will add their promo codes to it since we are booking it via this portal. And then you have the option to shop by price or either the schedule. Also, there's an advanced search option. Say, for instance, your client wants to only leave early in the morning or in the evening or after hours. Just know that you can be able to add in additional things to this search. So I'm just doing a basic search. Right now, what it's doing is just populating all of my information of what I requested. And the next page that we're going to see is going to be an overview of everything. It's going to show flights, it's going to show hotels, it's going to show activities, it's going to show everything that you need and more. And this is actually what you see now. So I want you to also know this website, I love it, but it pre-populates everything for you. It will say, hey, we think this is the best deal. Well, you may not want to leave at 5:21 in the morning. You may not want to return at 9:20 a.m. So you will have to go in and manually revise some of these things. Now, the options that they pick, yes, they're good, but sometimes you may want something better. You may want something cheaper. So this is the area where we assist. So you're going to click outbound flights. And we're going to see all of the flights that's leaving to go to Aruba. Now, they said that that was the best one, but I may want a shorter layover time, and I don't mind leaving at 6 versus 5:21 in the morning. So I actually think I'm going to choose this fare instead because I like the times of when I'm departing, and I like that it's a shorter layover time. And those are things you will have to look at for your client. So, they may say, I want a non-stop flight. Well, if they have a non-stop flight option, you can go over to the stops area and pick one, but I don't know for sure if they have a non-stop one right now. But if not, like I said, we're just going to pick this one for example purposes. All right, and then they have the return flights. Now again, basically what I just did with the outbound, you can do the same thing. I'm actually quite fine with leaving at this time. The layover is not that long, but this fare is actually pretty good, so I'm going to keep it. All right, so now is the hotel section. Now remind you, they're going to give you what they think was the best, which in this case, they provided us with Aruba Palace, Aruba, all-inclusive. FYI, beautiful resort. But my client may not want that resort. So, this is the area where you will be able to cycle through and see which hotel is best. Or sometimes they may say, hey, we want a romantic hotel. We want a hotel for our family. We want a hotel for singles. So basically, you can go on this side and then you can actually do those additional searches. So if you want a adults only, or all-inclusive, a beach, a culture, I'm going to go ahead and click all-inclusive. And these are some of the options that pull up. All right. So the Rural Palace and Tilly's all-inclusive is going for $2,475. But let's see how much that Holiday Inn is. Oh, it's actually higher. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick this one. But before we pick it, I want you to click on it so that you can be able to read the information about this hotel. Okay, look at a couple of pictures, see where it's located, see the room types. You may not like the room types, you may enjoy the room types, and they're just going to give you all of that information. But then also, they're letting you know the promotions. If you book with them, you're going to get the $20 to $35 spa credit. The honeymoon inclusions. Sometimes the couples, they get complimentary gifts and upgrades just for celebrating their honeymoon with them. Stay at 1, play at 2. So basically, they're letting you know that you can have access to both of their locations because they're under the same umbrella. And then the all-inclusive amenities. This is everything that's included in your all-inclusive amenities. And of course, they're letting you know the valid bookings is now through 12/23/2020. They also have hotel advisories. If something's going on, they're letting you know. All spring break group restrictions are strictly um, reservations are strictly on request. So they have to review them before they even allow for you to stay at that hotel. Hotel policies, letting you know the check-in, check-out. And in most cases, all these hotels provide this information. Transportation, letting you know they're only 7 miles from the airport. And this is just some general property information. But also you can click the amenities. The amenities will let you know everything that pretty much is included in this hotel. But if you wanted to switch the room type, so right now the room type that they selected for you was the Junior Suite Ocean View. Now this is a beautiful room, and it's included in the pricing that we quoted. But if you wanted to change it to an Ocean View Connecting, or if you want to change it to an ocean front, this is where the ocean is visible to you. Could possibly even walk out to it. But the ocean front is basically the ocean is your main view. You may want a Junior Suite Superior Ocean View. So just understand they're just adding in additions to that because that is additional. So right now I am going to I'm content with my Junior Suite Ocean View. So since that's the one, oh no, they said it's not included. Okay, so basically, I'll go ahead and exit out of this. And I am going to, you know what? It's so crazy. I can't even use that one as an example because they're telling me that no rooms are available. So I cannot book this one actually. Let's see if they had a different room that was available. I like this example. So they're letting me know that Junior Ocean View room is not available. But let's see if no other categories are available. So they will let you know that as well. So do caution yourself when you're doing those bookings to know whether or not if availability exists. So in this case, they're letting me know it's not available, and that's fine. So let's see what another hotel option will be. So anything that says select, they're basically saying they're available. Well, I like Divi or Rube. No, Barcelo or Divi. Well, right now I'm trying to save some money, so I'm going to stick with the Barcelo all-inclusive. And right now they're letting you know as well, enjoy $500 in discount resort fees. So you're allowed the additional 500 resort credit. And this is a deluxe ocean view room. Let's see. Barcelo is a beautiful property. That's the deluxe ocean view room. So that actually is a really nice room if I chose to keep it. But remember, with amenities, I could change that room. So this room is already included, but then they have a deluxe pool ocean view, a garden view, royal level view, and again, they'll let you know if they're not available. But I am fine with what they offered. Also, the dining. The dining will let you know all the restaurants that are available for you. The activities of what's on that property, and trip advisor reviews. A lot of people fail to look at these, but I love looking at the trip reviews. Are all of them correct? No. You have some people that just, honestly, you're just like, why did you even write? But then there's a lot of scenarios where it really benefits you just to see what was the main things that people enjoyed the most, so you can look forward to for your vacation. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out that, and I'm actually going to select that one because I like it. So right now we picked the flight, we picked the hotel. Now, oh, I'm sorry, I had never picked the outbound flight. So I'm gonna go ahead and click select because I chose to keep the original one they had. All right, so we have the hotel, we have the flights. Now the rental cars. If your client wants a rental car, you can get them one. But quite honestly, you really don't need a rental car out there in the road. I'm being honest. But if you wanted one, you want to see the circle of the island, by any means necessary, do rent a car. But that's the area where you would click to where you would rent a car. And I'm just going to go ahead and click select just to say they want a regular car. All right. So as we go down, we see the rental car. I selected that. If they come back and say, hey, I don't want it, you remove it. That's all you have to do. And then the features. Now, remind you, as I stated earlier, VAX will include everything they feel you should include. But since I am renting a car, I don't need transportation to and from my airport. So you're going to remove that. Okay? All right. So from removing that, now we're going to look at the other features that they may have to offer. Because quite honestly, your client may say, hey, we want to snorkel. We want to take advantage of some free tours that they offer. And if that happens to be you, we highly advise to do that. But in this case, this is the area in the features. If they want insurance, go ahead and add it to the cart. Transportation to and from the hotel, add it to the cart. Now, the transportation to and from the hotel is different from private transportation to and from the hotel. So make sure you caution that. They have the Aruba Island tour. The Palm Afternoon Tour, a Palm Pleasure Sunset Sail. Now, this one sounds really interesting. Your client may say, hey, we want something really relaxing. We could eat a nice dinner, vice versa. And this is where you can get some different information, letting you know a little bit more about this particular sailing. And, you know what? I think that they're going to do that because my clients like to live a lavish life. So we're going to pick that sunset sail. That's the activity they want to partake in. Alright, and if they wanted more, just know you can add another one on there. That's fine. Whatever your client desires, remember, you fulfill their needs. So, what we're going to do on this portion now, because we picked everything that we want, if you want to email this itinerary to your client, before we do that, let's look at what the commission will look like. So you'll click Booking Administration to see what the commission will look like. So on this particular booking, you'll receive $285. Now, if you say, hey, I may want a little bit more, add you additional $150, that's fine. Set the commission, bam, now you get $420. So do know you can decrease it, increase, well, you can increase it. And I think if you wanted to decrease, you would have to contact the vendor. I have never done that, so honestly, that's another level in another training. So right now, we'll go ahead and exit out of that. And what it's going to do is pre-populate all of those new revisions that you have done. And then we're going to go ahead and click Email Itinerary. Alright, when you click Email Itinerary, this is the area where you'll put their address in. Everything's going to reply to your email, so you'll be able to type in the itinerary notification, like basically a subject. And if you wanted to add some additional details, you can edit the introduction portion. But they're letting you know right now, the balance for this trip is $3,083, but the deposit is only $400. Their full payment is not due until February 23rd. So you want to send this to your client and remind you, this is everything that they picked, but they may, when you send it to them, they may want you to revise it. They may say, hey, we chose not to get the rental car, add us the shuttle instead. And that's when you will go back in and revise it to add the shuttle. But we have their Palm Pleasure Sunset Tour added on here. And it also even lets them know the price per person. What are the options that they added on that was the additional pricing. The Sunset Tour, the economy car. So basically you have a breakdown of your full summary. And you will be able to send it to your client. I'll just put that, and I'm going to do a preview. When we do a preview, this is pretty much exactly what they're going to receive. And then you can click email. And once you click email, it's sent to your client. That's the emailing portion, okay? And right now, in this case, since my client says, you send them the email, they say, hey, I love it. Before you could do that, you could actually choose to save this itinerary. If you save this itinerary, you'll click Save. And it will save up to 14 days, but I want you to understand, please understand, pricing is subject to change. So just remember that. But if you did want to save the itinerary, you'll click that, and you'll be able to log back in and pull up that itinerary. But in this case, say for instance, you sent them the quote, they loved it, they say, hey, we are ready to book. That's when you'll come back in, pull up your save itinerary, and you will click Checkout. Right. So right here, just an itinerary summary. Remember, you've sent them my itinerary. They approved of it, so you know that they love what they received. And in here is where you would come in to now see if they made any minor revisions, if they wanted to add anything in addition, and vice versa. But right now, we also going to be pulled back up on behalf of the vacation protection. Let your clients know what are the risks if they don't get covered. What are the options of vacation travel insurance that you offer? Once you imply all those information, if they decline it, they decline it. That's perfectly fine. Just remember, you're not whole liable for anything that goes wrong on that trip. Um, Travel information, that's when you're going to fill out all of your clients' information, including their frequent flyer information if they have it. And then the TSA flight program information, put all their TSA info. But another great thing about that is that sometimes if you don't put the TSA info, when they book their trip and it's paid in full, they'll be able to still log in the actual website of American Airlines and be able to book that, input that info. So again, you got to put all that information. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes a lot of people may not have their passport before they book. So just remember, you can come back in and fill out all the info. Itinerary tools is just letting you know if they're celebrating an anniversary, if they're celebrating an event. Hotel requests, you can, if you got people, you want double beds, you want a king bed, room requests, non-smoking, special occasion, let them know. Sometimes I put, if it's up for a birthday, may you please decorate the room, or can you please give them a birthday card, little things like that, and it goes a long way. Then the car requests, if there's anything I want to add in additional to the car, I'll do that. And just any additional add-on requests, add them in there. Internal comments, say for instance it was a promo code, or the honeymoon, the individuals that said that they wanted a honeymoon, you will be able to put that information in here. But honestly, put in your additional remarks, because this one right here is something that it says travel professionals reference only. So I may put in there Jack and Jill's honeymoon vacation, just so I can have it as a friendly reminder. Seat assignments, you'll be able to assign your client's seats. If you have a promo code, apply it, and then from there, we will be able to apply the payment. Now, these are two friends and they're traveling together. If you want to do 2 payments, 3 payments, as you can see, it goes all the way up to 10 payments. So you will pick as many payments that you would like to make. And then from there, you can schedule an email reminder to manually add the final payment, or manually add the final payment at a later date. Either way, you have options to ensure that you have everything that you need. And then the Bill of Rights, I like to sometimes send it to my clients just so that they can understand, everything that is being put in position with this particular booking and how this operator works. So sometimes you just copy and paste it and send it to yourself. And then from there, I have read, and you will hit complete booking. That's it. You have booked the trip. You have booked the trip via VAX. So thank you so much for tuning in for this training, and I wish you all the best. Have a great day.